Okay guys, this is about where I'm at. I'm right at the point where I'm going to be starting to put the exhaust manifold on. Got the new gasket right here. I looked around and I guess there's no sort of sealant that's really supposed to go on it, so I'm just not going to worry about it and throw it on there and everything. The manifold itself is over here, off to the right, and cleaned it up with some of those pads that I bought. I don't think you guys saw them. But I got a lot of the soot and shit off. I'm just going to reuse the pipe gasket that goes to the deal down there. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Really quickly though, I had to make another stop by Lowe's, and I picked up a bunch of hardware that I might just need. I know I'm going to need this bolt right here because same deal as the other side. It's missing one of the studs here, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and put in my own bolt. So not a problem. But let's go ahead and get cracking here and see how much damage I can do. Got the exhaust manifold, the new gasket, which goes on this way. Okay, so what we got so far, brothers over here, we got the exhaust manifold on and all cinched down and everything. Man, it was such a pain in the ass trying to get this thing aligned just properly without that other dowel pin. Yes, I decided to go in without putting that other guide pin in, and as you can see, it's on just fine. I pulled the gasket out a couple times because I thought I had marred it up, and it turns out that I didn't, so we're all good there. So what I've got to do now is torque down the head bolts here, and there's a certain sequence: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got it on the computer, so I know what it is. So yeah, let's go ahead and get to doing that. I'm not going to show myself torquing down all of them, probably just 1 or 2 of them, and then you guys will get the idea. It's supposed to be a 54 foot-pounds, but I put it just under that, around 53. Supposedly if you put them on just a hair over that, it can be bad the next time you go and pull this off. And who knows, I might have to pull it off again in the future. So we'll see what happens with that. But I've got it set to the right torque. There we go. It's louder than I'm used to. Let's go ahead and shut this again. Number 4 down. Okay, so now all the head bolts are torqued down to the proper torque specifications, and let's get on with the next step. Okay, so me and my brother are here again. Don't worry, there's no weed in there. It's hookah. And we're getting on with the second day here, second day of the weekend, doing the rebuild and everything. I'll show you guys what I got on last night. Got the head on and everything. Made a couple runs to Lowe's. And by the way, my flashlight works great now that I got 3 brand new batteries in it. So the new head's on. I just put the spark plugs in there for the hell of it to keep shit from going inside the motor and everything. This isn't, on or cinched down or anything. I got the thermostat housing on with the new gasket. Put that, as the forum recommended, the Loctite stuff onto it. I think I have to replace, well, I don't have to because I didn't get into it, but they might have given me an extra gasket for that. The actual thermostat deal that's inside there that you can pull out. All I've got really got left to do really quickly is to get the distributor assembly on, as well as another part that's over there. Get all that on, cinch down and everything, and then I get to move on to the timing and all this hardware and this and that over here. So that's what we're going to get started with. I'll go ahead and give you guys a brief run through of everything that I've bought so far for all of this. Most of it has been hardware lately. Believe it or not, it's really hard, or it's a lot harder to find metric stuff than I originally thought it was. So yeah, that was kind of interesting. Got some washers and everything. And then these are the ones that I brought with me to Lowe's today to match up and everything. I lost an entire bag full of hardware. I don't know where it went. I tore the garage up here looking for it, and that's not it down there, don't worry. I looked all over the place for it and couldn't find it, and it was really pissing me off. And then last night, I didn't get it on video, but there's a gasket that goes into the bottom of the exhaust manifold, and I forgot to put it on, so I had to undo all the bolts just enough to slide it in there and everything, and I had to lift the whole head up and everything again. So I got that done. I also picked up today from Lowe's a lot more hardware. I spent about 20 bucks on hardware. A lot of this stuff needed to be replaced too, which was another thing, especially the stuff that goes onto the exhaust. It was all rusted and fuckered up and everything, and this and that. So I got all that. And I went to Cragen for O'Reilly's now. Got some new terminals for the battery. And I also got another can of this B12 stuff, Chem Tool. Stuff works great. It's the best stuff I've ever used before. It's well worth the $5 a can for it. And yeah, so that's where we're at right now. And this and that. And Mr. Torquey's sitting over here. Need to put him away. And yeah, so let's get cracking on the rest of the stuff, shall we? Okay, so I got the distributor housing here, right there, on and all situated and everything and torqued down, and then I got the distributor assembly itself on and all torqued down and everything. As you can see, we've got a brand new gasket. Very sweet. And I came to the deduction that the other gasket over here, the round one, is for the thermostat, just like I was thinking. And I think this one, it might be for the throttle body, which I didn't pull off, so there's not really a point in replacing it. But yeah, so now I've got to get it all situated and everything and get it ready to be timed. So I got to put all the hardware on there and line all the bits up and everything, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so this is where we're at right now. Reached a stopping point for the night. Got all my tools sitting here on the bumper and everything, and some of the hardware here and there. I got the timing belt on, the tensioner right there. It's being a pain in my left nut, and I'm trying to find the best way to get it on there. You guys can't really see it, but I can show you here. This the center part right there rotates around so they can go two opposite different directions of each other. I'll demonstrate it. Situate the flashlight. See that? So that's got to go on there a certain way to put enough tension on this part of the belt, which is really floppy right now, and that's not a good thing. But this sight's all good and tight as it should be. So yeah, that's where I'm at. It's just about ready to be timed. There's a couple small things here and there, like that smog deal. I'm pretty sure that's what it is there on the back. I've also got another plate down there that's got to go on the side of the transmission, but other than a couple small things like that here and there, everything's pretty much good. So we'll get to going on it again tomorrow and see what type of magic we can work up later.